NoDQ Galaxy, we are live with NoDQ.com predictions for the 2023 Crown Jewel Premium Live event, once again taking place in the country of...
Country redacted.
We're not redacted anymore. We're actually saying the name now on the streams. So
Apparently it's okay to say it now. Saudi Arabia will be hosting the WWE Crown Jewel 2023 pay-per-view. So I'm going to get everybody's thoughts before we get started with our predictions. Noah Foster, you had that famous line. How excited are you for this event coming up, the next to last main roster premium live event of the year? What are your thoughts?
Hey, hello again, Aaron and NoDQ Galaxy and family. Good to see you all. I'll admit, this show's definitely got a lot of intriguing interest, and for what usually has been, I think, pretty much labeled as glorified house show, there could be some interesting changes that develop. So I'll say it in 10. First off, Logan Paul and Mysterio. I think it's going to be a very interesting clash of styles, and I'm really holding out for LA Knight.
yeah.
To upset the world, and I think we're in for a couple of surprises. So overall, for their second to last main level PLE for the year, it should be an interesting show, and it's good to see all of you.
Good to see you too, Noah. Mr. Reliable, Walter Cruz in the house tonight with us. How are you feeling about this premium live event? Scale of 1 to 10.
Hello, all. Thanks for having me up here. Yeah, I think I'm right up there with Noah, 8. The last few Saudi Arabia shows have been good. I've under-expected and they over-delivered, so they've been well. So it's kind of the same thing here. As long as you don't go into expecting too much, you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Well said. We have some varying thoughts in the chat room. Michael Wayne, 7.5. Don Boeing, 6 out of 10. Matthew with an 8. Spencer with a 6. We got the legend, longtime No DQ contributor, longtime friend of mine, good old JM, Jeff Meacham, back with us again. Jeff, it's been right about at the 25-year mark for NoDQ.com. It's crazy. Welcome back to yet another panel with us. Your thoughts on Crown Jewel. You've seen a lot over the years. How you feeling about this one?
It occurred to me either this week during Talk Wrestling or last week that I just passed 21 years doing the media streams with you. So, it's been my time with NoDQ can drink now, which, it's been drinking the whole time. We know better than that. Right. We went to the Hall of Flame together and got the broom key and everything. So, anyway, if you know, kids. If you don't ask. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to be covering it on the Jeff Meacham Network, Multiverse Media, for a watch along with this guy in the call, God bless him. And we were set. We're going to go at 9 a.m. and we're going to do our pre-show. And then they added the kickoff match. And it's like, so I'm right there today myself. I'm also a little wired. I was at a Guns N' Roses concert for the first time last night. So I am like wired and ready to embrace the Thursday.
All right. Well, we are in the jungle because we have the one and only, thank goodness, TJS with us tonight. TJS, how you feeling? And I heard you have a big announcement for us, an important announcement. So
yes.
fill us in.
Yes. So, doing all right, fellas. Tomorrow's Friday, which is great. Honestly, with this show, the thing that I'm looking forward to the most is probably that it's at like noon Central, which is great because I do not like the shows that run until midnight. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the show. I give it an 8 out of 10. And I do have a major announcement, important announcement, big announcement to make. I want to let everyone know that I have officially gotten into the 20s of seasons of South Park. So I'm now at season 23. So getting close. And that is a major announcement that I'd like to make tonight. So thank you all for tuning in.
I remember when you were on like season 3 of South Park.
I know, man. It feels like feels crazy. I've got Sleeping Dog. Also, she's really looking forward to the show.
All right. Well, make sure she stays asleep there. Don't wake her up because the last thing we need is a barking dog on our live stream. Then it'll just go straight to hell.
Indeed.
So keep her calm. Don't yell. Don't get too crazy. Don't fart or anything. Just relax, man. We're here to talk wrestling. No pun intended, Jeff. We're here to discuss Crown Jewel. So let's get to it, everybody. Thank you to everyone in the chat room for participating. And Sun Goshuaku, shout out to him. We met up with him at SummerSlam. He sent in a $5 super chat, but we're going to answer that later when we get to the main event because his question surrounds the main event of the show. So with that being said, guys, we're going to get into this. We have 8 matches, including a kickoff for once. So what the hell? We're going to quickly give our predictions for every match, including the kickoff. We'll get through the kickoff relatively fast here. The kickoff, Sami Zayn going up against JD McDonagh of the Judgment Day. And he looks like he's about to curse you in that picture. He has quite the evil stare in that photo. Yes. Sami Zayn returning to Saudi Arabia. I feel kind of bad that Sami's just in a kickoff match. I mean, I have not missed the kickoff matches, to be totally honest with you guys. But whatever. Sami gets a match in Saudi Arabia. I mean, I have nothing really to say about it. I think Sami wins. Anybody want to give an in-depth analysis to this? TJS, I'll start with you.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the point of kickoff matches are. Just start the show 30 minutes early or something, and don't bill it as a kickoff, and it would make it feel more important. I mean, yeah, I think Sami's gonna win. Not much to say, but I really do want this. Well, I'll talk about it later. I think Sami's winning. I think he'll be over. Everyone will be happy to see him, and he picks up an easy win.
I forgot to mention my excitement level for the show, and I'm actually going with an 8 because not just the card itself, but the fact that it's earlier in the day. I very much am a big fan of that. I love being able to watch the show in the afternoon, do the live stream, and then just be able to relax for the rest of the day. It's very nice. So I'm all for these international shows. I'm glad they're doing more. We got Bash in Berlin. We got the show in Australia, Elimination Chamber, and there might even be one in Paris next year. I'm excited. I'm digging these international shows. Anyways, Walter, we'll throw it over to you. Any thoughts on this one quickly?
Sami wins and then says something in Arabic to pump the crowd up. That's pretty much what's going to happen.
Great prediction. Noah Foster, anything you would like to add?
Since Sami Zayn is literally one of the people, give the people what they want before you really kick off the show and give them something to be pissed off about. Sami Zayn wins.
All right, Jeff Meacham.
I'm going to say they're going to start the match right 9 o'clock just to further piss us off on the broadcast, trying to do the live stream of it because we actually want to get our prediction thoughts in. But nope, they're going to start 9 just to piss Noah and JJ and I off. Because on the kickoff, I'm going to say that JD McDonagh wins.
What?
You heard me. You heard me. Wow. With the help of the Judgment Day to give us false sense of security that they're actually going to have a banner night.
We got a predictions league going on, and Noah takes care of that. So shout out to Noah for doing all that work. Make sure you guys follow him at nfoster1916 on Twitter /X. Twix, as Jeff calls it.
That's right, Twix. There you go.
You could still participate, and we got January coming up soon. There'll be a whole new cycle, and you could sign up for it. So make sure you guys follow Noah for all the details, and he also posted the link in the chat room. Let's look at our NoDQ. This is among Team NoDQ, our league. I'm actually in the lead right now, but I'm not confident I'm going to keep it. I'll be taking a big chance here. Jeff, you're far down, so I get you taking the chance here.
I am not as far down as other. Hey, I used to ride the last place line like a freaking show pony in these things. I am kicking more ass than I ever have, by God. So
that spot used to be reserved for Jerry Slaughter. God bless him.
If my fellow Dead on Wrestling can't get his shit together, that's not my fault.
Walter's got a point. This might be a match where Sami Zayn wins with the Blue Thunder Bomb.
I'll tell you what, if Sami Zayn wins the Blue Thunder Bomb, I will come back into the screenshot out of the control room, and I will pop for that because that'll be the first time in forever, Frozen style, that happens. And there you go. noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. We're going live at WWE, which we know they watch us. Decided they're going live at the exact same time because they suck. So, assholes. Anyway.
All right, guys, let's move on now to the main card.
Woo.
We're starting with Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest. All right, so Noah Foster, I'll start with you. Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest. Damian Priest is Senior Money in the Bank, yada, yada, yada. Cody Rhodes is trying to finish the story. Talk to us. Tell us about this match and why we should care about it. Go ahead.
I think it comes down to whose man's knee is in better shape. You think about Damian Priest had the chance to cash in that Fastlane until they took that shot with his own briefcase to the knee, and you think about the assault lane on Cody Rhodes, they've been insulting his leg and knee. And the last angle we saw of these two was Cody Rhodes, whoa, that was standing tall. This whole idea of Cody Rhodes finishing the story, if he is supposed to be the guy to be in that spot at WrestleMania 40, you got to give him as much momentum as possible. He's already won the Royal Rumble. I don't think he needs to repeat 2 years in a row. But since dropping the tag title, you got to give him some direction. So I think I have to go with Cody Rhodes. And let's keep in mind, Damian Priest still has the Money in the Bank briefcase. Because he loses here doesn't mean you won't see him later. Going with Cody.
Good job, Noah. I think that was well said. Walter, I'll throw it over to you now.
Ironically, since I'm following Noah, I'll keep mine simple and just say Cody wins. There's no need to go into why.
Well, I agree with you. I'm also going with Cody Rhodes, and I have a thought about Damian Priest, which we'll get to in a few moments.
Yeah.
Good old JM Jeff Meacham. Thoughts on this one?
I also think Cody's going to win. I think I have similar feelings about Damian Priest that you do, which is why I think Cody's going to win. So we'll.
Here I was thinking I might have a bold prediction for this show, and maybe not.
Oh, Rift. Oh,
All right.
Oh, goodness.
TJS, your dog is awake, which she better not start barking.
Oh, she is very calm and she's entertained by the stream. So, man, my thoughts are I cannot wait for this feud to end. I'm so tired of the Cody Rhodes Judgment Day Sami Zayn feud. It's driving me crazy. Yeah, I think Cody is winning, and an interesting concept that I think could happen later on is Damian Priest. I don't know why he would do this, but I could see this happening to where he says, "Oh, Cody, I want another match." And then Cody says, "Okay, well, if you want a rematch, you have to put the briefcase on the line." And then Cody wins that too. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, what can be said? I think Cody is winning, and cannot wait for the blow off of this feud. My God.
Why would you put that in the Atme universe? That would actually happen. No.
I don't know. It could happen.
No, Tyler, that's a bad Tyler.
All right. Well, little quick off topic here. Caleb sent in a $5 super chat. So some of you might be aware that the Beatles have a brand new song. Yes, 2023, the Beatles, their final song called Now and Then just came out. Caleb, big fan of the Beatles, sent in a few super chats during the Dynamite stream, sent in a $5 super chat. Thank you. Caleb says, in the Beatles' words, every now and then I miss you, but I know it's true. It's all because of you. TJS, what were your thoughts on that song?
I don't know. I haven't heard it. No, I'm just kidding. I thought that thought it was great. They used the so they trained AI to recognize the sound of John Lennon's voice, and they were able to extract the voice. And I think it was a very fitting conclusion to their career. As a group anyway. Paul and Ringo are still doing their thing, but I'm just happy that they were able to release new music. I enjoyed it, and like I said, I think it was a very fitting conclusion, and it's kind of like. It's kind of like a post-Hugh monthly tribute for John. Of course, that.
Yeah, there you go.
He's singing, if I make it through, it's all because of you. And we all know he's talking about Yoko Ono, but you could interpret that as talking to the fans, since he's passed away now. But just. I could go on, but overall, I really enjoyed the song. I give it a thumbs up. I don't think it would stand out on like a Beatles record if it was not billed as the last song. But since it was, and it is their conclusion, I loved it.
Yeah, I enjoyed the song, and I think that they did a great job with the voice. It sounded a lot better than the
demo.
previous two songs, Free as a Bird and Real Love. But anyways, enough of that. Thank you, Caleb, for the super chat. Now let's get back to wrestling, back to our regularly scheduled program. So we all went with Cody. Yes, we all went with Cody. Here's our next match.
Beep.
We got Io Sky going one-on-one with Bianca Belair. This is a SmackDown Women's Championship match, or whatever the hell the title is called now, the women's title, the WWE Women's title. I don't know. I'm just annoyed with it. But anyways, Io Sky defending against Bianca Belair. Bianca just returned from her couple months off, and I'm really curious to see what everybody thinks about this. Io's been over as champion, but let's be real here. WrestleMania season is coming up. Do we really think Io Sky is going to be champion by the time we get to WrestleMania? Will she perhaps hold on to it a little bit longer, or will Bianca get the title back here? So, Jeff, I'm going to start with you on this one. Do you see a title change here, or is it going to be the damage control interference? What do you think is going to happen?
I think called the WWE Women's Championship, by the way.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, the SmackDown is the WWE Women's Championship. The Raw is the Women's World Championship, much like the original Ruthless Aggression era, where the Raw titles were world titles and SmackDown was WWE titles. Which still makes no sense, but that's neither here nor there. As Noah says, brand extension, LOL. Yeah, I think Io retains. We've got to get Bianca pushed into that point where she makes the full-blown heel turn. And I think her losing this through damage control's shenanigans will be the way to do it.
Well, I will disagree with that. We're gonna go in a different direction here. I think Io had her little run, but they're not pushing her to the top. They're setting up WrestleMania, and I don't think Io's going to be in the women's title picture for WrestleMania. I think Bianca wins it, has a solid 5-month run, and this might be an unpopular direction, but I feel like it's going to be Bianca Belair versus Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. I know that's not necessarily what some of you want to see, but that's my gut feeling. Like, they're the two biggest female stars on SmackDown, and that's what I see happening. Yes, Taylor, we are live. We are live, 100% live here, so thank you for tuning in. Leave your comments, leave your thoughts. YouTube.com/Aaron Rift NoDQ if you want to join the live chat. But yeah, I think Bianca Belair wins the title, and this is the end of Io's little run. She had a nice run, but I think it's over. I don't see Bianca going heel, at least for now. Bianca wins. Noah Foster, we'll go over to you now.
I think Io Sky is going to retain for a couple of reasons. I do think Belair versus Flair is going to happen, but I think they could find a way where the title's not involved. And Bianca needs a character change, whether you like it or not. The last time she was in Crown Jewel, she came in as champion, lost to Asuka. I don't think Asuka comes to play here. I think somebody else saying so back to WWE does, because Saudi Arabia is a lot closer to Japan than America. I think a returning Kairi Sane might show up and help Io Sky. Either way, I think they're building towards Io Sky, Asuka, and Kairi Sane triple threat for WrestleMania, which would definitely warm my heart. But I say Io Sky retains.
All right, well, I'm 1-2 now. So TJS, what do you think?
Aaron, you're now 2-2 because I agree with you. I mean, yeah. I'm sorry to say this, but I feel like Io's run has been somewhat underwhelming. And I think she's very talented, but I just think, I just don't know if it's connecting. And I think that Bianca's going to win. Like you said, Aaron, WrestleMania season's coming up. And yeah, Io's not going to go into that event as the champion. And I think now is probably when she loses it. As far as Kairi Sane is concerned, I could see her returning at the Rumble maybe. But yeah, I think Bianca's going to win. And she'll be pretty over in Saudi Arabia. So yeah, Bianca wins. And like you said, Aaron, Bianca versus Charlotte, probably the WrestleMania direction.
All right, well, now it's up to Walter to break the tie here. What are your thoughts, Walter?
And I'm the one that's torn about this. Like, I hate that they booked this match because it's like, I don't want to see Io lose the title, but Bianca just returned, so you can do it either way. If it were me, I would honestly book Bianca to win, and then music we never heard hit, and Jade makes her debut right there and goes nose to nose with Bianca holding the title, and you tease that match. You don't give it to us right away, but you tease it just because nobody would expect her. But then again, Io has the backup of the damage control, and she can win, and you can start, instead of people thinking if Bianca wins, instead of people thinking it's the start of her heel turn, it could be the start of Io's face turn and the dissension between damage control. And then if Io wins, then Bianca can go heel because somebody's going to either way flip where they stand. So, but I'm going to go with, I think Io retains just because of damage control, though, just so we can see a character change in Bianca. But I don't think it'll be clean. I don't think it'll be fair.
All right, well, there you have it.
For Io at this point, where she can escape with the title, champion's advantage.
Yeah.
All right, with that, we will move on to our next match of the evening.
Oh, boy.
We got Rey Mysterio defending the United States Championship against the big celebrity. He's the social media icon. He is Logan Paul. Now, Logan came off a couple of big losses. He did win at SummerSlam against Ricochet, and now he's going for the IC title. And I guess I'll start. What did I say?
You said IC is the US title.
No,
But
even
how important this is.
As great as Gunther's run has been, I still mix up the two titles. So there you go.
Too bad he
That's
doesn't
fair.
have a match on this card. I
No,
wish
he
he
doesn't.
did.
don't get me started on that. Anyway, continue, Aaron.
All right. So I think Logan Paul wins here. Like, I don't see him losing to Rey Mysterio. Logan wins, and he's going to do his show, his podcast. He's going to make his appearances with the championship. And I could see somebody like LA Knight feuding with Logan Paul for the title at some point. Or some of the other mid-card WWE baby faces, maybe Kevin Owens. They teased that. But yeah, I think Logan Paul wins here. This will be his first championship. And maybe there'll be some kind of incident between Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio to start to build their split. But yeah, I think we get a new champion here. And Caleb sent in a $5 super chat. Shout out to Caleb. Says, I say have Ricochet cost Paul the U.S. title for payback from SummerSlam. All right, we're going to go right back to TJS on this one. TJS, do you think maybe Ricochet gets involved and somehow Rey Mysterio retains his championship? What do you think?
Oh, man. Honestly, I know this is going to be shocking to you guys, but I think this is one of the hardest matches to call of the night. And here's the reason why. The U.S. title is basically the only, it basically is the only singles championship on SmackDown since Reigns is a part-timer. So do you really want to put the U.S. title on another part-timer? And then SmackDown just has no singles championships. Granted, the U.S. title isn't that important right now, but it is the only singles title besides the Universal. So, if you were going to give Logan a title, this would be the one to have him win.
Yep.
Man. Aaron, you said you think Paul's winning, right?
Paul's winning.
Okay, I'm going with Rey, just to be different from Aaron here, because I need to get ahead. Aaron and I are like 2 points apart, so I think Rey is winning because you don't want to have no singles titles on the brand because Paul's not showing up every week. You agree with that, Aaron?
I mean, to my understanding, he was planning to make more appearances, and maybe it was going to be when he wins the title, and that's when they're going to start putting him on television more. But who knows?
Yeah, well, I'm sticking with Rey. I think he'll drop it to Santos down the line.
All right, fair enough. Noah Foster, we'll throw it over to you.
The United States Championship, also known as the Capitalist title, brought to you by Pizza Hut, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and brought to you going forward by Prime. I definitely see Logan Paul winning here. I think the ship has set sail on the whole Rey Mysterio, Santos Escobar, Carlito, LWO fallout. And at this point, Rey Mysterio's U.S. title run has kind of been an irrelevant part of SmackDown. You almost forget the title exists. They already are literally talking about Kevin Owens and Logan Paul. They're already teasing it. Logan Paul could literally have this title sitting on a table next to him on Impulsive on YouTube. That's exposure every day for the WWE. Any way you put it, Logan Paul will bring more eyes to the title in and out of SmackDown. Logan Paul's winning.
All right, Walter Cruz, the simple man.
The simple man. No one's a simple man.
We're all tired. It's all right. But we're all fans. Go ahead, Walter.
Okay, so simply put, no, I'm kidding. For the reasons TJS listed, I think it's the exact reasons why you give the title to Logan. You don't need the champion on the TV. Oh, this title isn't that important. It's not like it's defended every week on SmackDown, and it's like the golden title underneath Roman's. You barely see the title on TV any damn way.
Yeah, it's
so for that reason. Yeah, for that reason, it's just a big prop. So for that reason, you put it on Logan and you give it exposure on YouTube, on all his shows. Even if his brother has a fight and he's in the background, he's going to wear the U.S. title on the shoulder in his corner. Just everywhere the Paul brothers go, that U.S. title will be there. So for that exact reason.
No. Exact reason what? Exact reason what?
What? Say something.
Hi there.
Say something. Oh, okay. Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you for that.
Sorry.
All right. Whatever Walter said, he made a good point.
Yes,
So
that's
now
right. That's right.
we
My
throw
God.
it over to the reliable one, good old JM Jeff Meacham.
Yeah, I'm reliable, clearly. I forgot I was going to say that because I got distracted by the freezing of Walter.
That was funny.
All right, there we go. My internet isn't reliable. The plug fell out. The Logan Paul wins is what I was saying.
Got
Okay,
it. Okay.
thank you for that. All right, Jeff.
The fact that Logan Paul called out Rey Mysterio in a sports entertainment contest after his legitimate fight tells you everything that's going to happen here. Logan Paul wins the U.S. title, and he's going to have it sit right there next to him on his podcast streams.
Yep.
Sitting there and making all kinds of, oh yeah, hey, there's a championship belt. What is that? And then it's gonna do what David Arquette's world title reign was supposed to do, except actually have some sort of credibility to it, because Logan Paul has shown that, as was said in the chat, he actually respects being there and is actually being treated much more credible by the promotion. That's tremendous, by the way. Than Arquette was as WCW champion, because look at the people booking one versus the other, to be fair. So Logan Paul wins the championship. And as far as holding out for Santos defeating Rey Mysterio, you are holding out on a broken dream there, my friend. And no, I'm not talking about Drew McIntyre getting his theme song back, because that's not happening either.
I know, but one can dream.
You guys, I might end up changing my pick on this one. I don't know.
As always, I lead everybody
Don't waffle.
out of the team.
Don't waffle.
Make it official by kickoff.
SmackDown is okay. Great. SmackDown has already been taped, right?
Correct.
Yes.
They did a weigh-in segment, didn't they? Do you know who got the better of who in that
Spoiler
segment?
alert.
Why are you being that guy?
Well,
I'm
first of
sorry.
all, I don't think they actually showed it to the live crowd. So if they did something, it was not shown to the live crowd. So we actually
Okay.
don't know, to
Okay,
my
good.
understanding.
Interesting.
good.
Okay. Sorry, I completely forgot about.
Correct me if somebody was there or has the results and I'm wrong, but I don't believe they actually did any weigh-in in front of the fans. And they I'm sure they taped a bunch of things
Yeah.
that they're going to air that was not shown in front of the crowd. But anyways, regardless, even if Logan beat up Ray on the go-home show, I'd still pick Logan to win. That's how
So
confident I am.
the weigh-in, Logan Paul outweighed Rey Mysterio. There's your result.
There you
no
go. Thank you
shit.
for that, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff Meacham.
Always reliable for the stats, brother. There you go.
Better than
Absolutely.
contract signings.
I agree.
Just go next match.
That's
Right.
a whole
Next
different
match.
conversation for another day. Next match.
It might be more weigh-ins now that the whole.
Oh,
Endeavor.
you want to talk about weighing?
Oh yeah, let's not.
Who's the heaviest here, I wonder?
Come on, Noah.
My
the
whole
title? No, kidding.
We're being canceled soon.
Anyway, go ahead. The Real Russian World Championship.
All right, we got the Raw Championship match. We got Rhea Ripley defending her championship against 4 top contenders. We have in one corner the Irresistible Force, Nia Jax. In another corner, we have Raquel. In another corner, we have Shayna Baszler with the heavy makeup. And in the fourth corner, we have Zoey Stark. So there you have it. We have this 5-way match for the championship. And this is the Women's World Championship because it's the WWE Women's Championship on SmackDown. It's the World Women's Championship on Raw. Whatever. Right. I honestly just liked Raw and SmackDown women's titles at this point. Yeah, really.
Wow.
I'm not a fan. It's confusing, and
he said the same thing in 2002 also. So,
and I like to call Seth Rollins the Raw World Champion. I hate calling him the World Heavyweight Champion. And then Roman Reigns is the undisputed WWE Universal Unified Champion, whatever the hell it is. Like, it's a mess.
Aaron chooses the names of the titles because he, much like he goes in the same way as Pro Wrestling Illustrated, the #1 wrestling magazine in the world, which Aaron just keeps in such high regard. They call it the Raw and SmackDown titles too.
Oh, there you go.
It's almost like you can dispute Seth's title reign. You can dispute his, but you can't dispute Roman's because he's undisputed. Like, it makes no sense. I get what Aaron's saying.
You can't put logic and WWE in the same damn sentence.
Just enjoy the show, bro. Stop thinking about it. Just enjoy the show.
Just shut up and watch. Trademark Jesse James.
If you don't like it,
Walter, get your missus in here. We need the phrase, I think, at this point.
Right. Right.
Wow.
All right, Walter, I'm going to throw it over to you first on this one. So statistically, Rhea Ripley only has a 20% chance at winning, but she's not normal. So her chances might be drastically up. Walter, give us your thoughts on this match.
And I'm 100% sure she's going to win. You got Elimination Chamber emanating from her home country of Australia. Why the hell would she lose the title here? And then throwaway match. So Rhea wins this one. There's no chance. I honestly don't see anyone else winning. Like even like if you had like gave us two choices, that was like who the hell would be the second choice? Like it's got to be Rhea or no one. Like I really can't see this going any other way. So Rhea, 100%.
The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for her opponents. But TJS, I'll go over to you next. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, typically when these big matches occur with the multi-women or multi-men, the champ retains. They want you to doubt it, like, the odds are not in the favor. But yeah, I mean, Rhea has to win. Who do you guys think is going to take the fall here? Probably Zoey?
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe Raquel.
Maybe. Yeah, but we'll go around, but I think that we're all going to be unanimous on this.
All right, well, I am going with Rhea Ripley to overcome the odds and retain her championship. Jeff Meacham, we'll throw it over to you now.
I say that Rhea will not take the fall, but she will not retain the title.
Whoa.
Walter's like, why are they going to lose? Because the show's in February. It's freaking November, dude. There's plenty of time to recuperate. Hell, they can have run it back on Monday night.
That's true.
Like, just to pop the crowd, because Roman ain't losing. At least not. Well, anyway, we'll get there. I don't even think. Well, okay, no, Roman's not losing. But I think the champion is going to be Shayna Baszler coming out of this.
Wow.
What?
Yep.
Well, you just earned a super chat from Big G.
Just for these reactions right here, I think Shayna Baszler is going to be the champion.
Yeah. Noah Foster, go ahead.
That Punk Around the World is still a great track. Oh, sorry, what we're talking about? Oh, yeah, Rhea Ripley's retaining. Next.
Damn.
There you go. Simple put.
Indeed.
Appreciate that. I'm sure Big G's happy with Jeff's choice.
Big G's just happy I'm here instead of him.
Exactly.
To be fair.
All right, next match. Here we go. John Cena.
I'll tell you.
Although in this graphic, I don't see John Cena, but apparently he's having a match with Solo Sikoa, one-on-one. And the storyline here is that John Cena has not won a match since, like 2018, something
Singles
like that.
match. Singles match.
It's been 5 years since he's won a singles match, and this is his chance to finally win one against Solo Sikoa. But Solo has been protected. Solo doesn't lose too often. We'll see how people go with this one. I'm curious to know everyone's thoughts. Jeff, you got your hand up, so we'll start with you.
I'm actually going to change my pick, the women's match, and I'll tell you why. Noah, change it to Nia Jax.
Oh, no.
What?
You heard me.
Oh, no.
You heard me.
I mean,
hang on. Oh, it gets better. Solo Sikoa wins this one.
what?
You heard me. Bloodline dominance this weekend, including Nia Jax. She's a member of the family too.
Jeff Meacham becoming Jerry Slaughter here with his predictions.
And Trinity Fatu wins tomorrow night on the Impact Wrestling pay-per-view. Bloodline all the way this weekend, baby.
Damn.
TJS, any thoughts on this one?
Yeah. This is the hardest match to call, in my opinion, truthfully, because you have to think. Is this Cena's last booking for this run?
I mean, that's what we're expecting at this point.
Strike isn't over though.
So I mean,
Just
yeah, I don't know. I mean, the fact that they're pushing this whole thing about, oh, Cena hasn't won in 5 years,
Yeah.
like that makes me think that he's going to win. But like, do you really just have Cena win and then that's it? Like, oh, Cena wins. See you next run.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm torn. I think that I could see Solo winning, and then John Cena just, he doesn't retire, but you make it, a cliffhanger like, oh, when will Cena come back? Aaron, Aaron, have you given your pick?
I have not. You're going to have to make your pick now, and you can't change it.
Okay. I'm going with Solo to win.
Okay. Well, I'm going with John Cena to win.
Solo has only lost twice in singles competition.
And he's going to be losing for the third time.
So you're telling me that Cena's going to get that big-ass shuffle out?
He is. John Cena's going to win because they've been making such a big deal out of this. They wouldn't put it out there on national television for him to just lose again. He's John Cena, Mr. Make-A-Wish, never give up. And, he's going out there. Everyone's saying, thank you, Cena. He vowed to finally win a singles match, and he's the superhero. He's still John Cena, the superhero. He's not going to lose again after losing at WrestleMania and then going out there and being all upset about how he's not won a singles match. Cena's winning, and they got to keep Cena strong. Cena has to win every now and then because you got to keep him strong for that potential 17th world title when he goes for it. If he just loses every singles match, then it makes no logical sense for him to challenge for the title because he just loses. So he's got to win one. And I don't think he's done. He's not done by a long shot. John Cena might be wrestling for several more years, maybe not that often, but I definitely don't think he's close to being done yet. So John Cena wins.
So Aaron, you're telling me that Austin Theory can beat Cena, but Solo can't?
Well, John Cena's going to overcome the odds.
Hey,
that's what John Cena does.
Aaron makes a good point. You have to keep your top baby face. He's not top baby face. You have to keep your baby face strong and make sure he does the story right. Like Cody Rhodes did at WrestleMania. Oh, wait, that didn't happen either.
Well, I mean, Cena has drawing power, so
exactly. So you got to protect that investment.
But,
man, I don't know.
I'll tell you what. I get to be on the NoDQ review Sunday because I was given permission to do that. I'm going to reiterate that point in the chat. I am looking forward to it if John loses. I don't like when John loses. We all know that. But just because of this, I'm going to look forward to coming in there, walking in there like, how did everybody do yesterday on the predictions? Because Jeff did well. And if I don't do well, I will hang my head in shame for the duration of the show, except when I have to talk. So.
Well, I'm glad that we're split on some of these matches. That makes it intriguing.
Yeah, true. And, it is interesting as we get close to the end of the predictions league to see some different picks here. Right. Makes it more interesting. Walter, we'll go and throw it over to you now.
All right. Sorry about that. My sister-in-law came in here and she's raving the kids' candy over here. Oh. Stealing from the bowl. Yeah. But anyways, if this match was booked under normal circumstances, it was just one-on-one and a feud started, I would have picked Solo. But the fact that they're beating me over the head with the fact that John Cena hasn't won a match in 5 years, and that's how it started, like his promo there, the whole fake out retirement, and it was about that he never that he never hasn't won a match in 5 years. It makes me think Cena's gonna win. I think Jimmy's gonna come out and interfere and do stuff, but you know how Cena's the Mr. Overcome All Odds person, so I think he somehow still comes out, even though Jimmy interferes, because then maybe Jay can interfere on Cena's behalf. Something evens it out. But yeah, I see Cena winning.
See, JJ's with me. He gets it.
All right. Well, Noah Foster, where are you going with this one?
I mean, at this point, like you said, they're driving the fact that John Cena has not won a singles match in years. And also, really, John Cena has to win like one match every year. Every time John Cena's in a rivalry, he always gets his win in the end. Now, does that mean he's going to start a singles rivalry with Solo Sikoa? I don't know. Maybe something different, I guess, it's Survivor Series, last man standing. But either way, he overcame Umaga a long time ago, choking the man out last man standing. I think he overcomes Solo Sikoa here in a standard one-on-one match. I think John Cena gets the big moment in Saudi Arabia in front of the crowd. I have John Cena.
A good point.
I think it's the only way that John I can buy it is Solo accidentally loses because of Jimmy's bullshit, which furthers the stuff with Jimmy and Roman.
Yep, that could happen.
Yeah.
But I still stand by my pick. Solo wins here.
All right.
That's
fair enough. All right, we'll move on here now. Oh, look. He's got some candy. What you got there? Walter, what do you got?
All the different stuff. All the
Pretty
different
much everything in the damn book.
Got any Three Musketeers?
Skittles.
Yep.
You got Skittles?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Skittles.
The kids are trying to like sneak towards the bowl without being on camera, and I'm like, here, I'll just pass it to you.
All right, let's get to our next match.
Maybe this will be a treat.
Here it comes.
What is it?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh.
It is the Raw World Heavyweight Championship match. I'm not sure what that facial expression is on Seth Freakin Rollins, but nonetheless, he looks like he's very excited to be going up against Drew McIntyre for the Raw World Heavyweight Championship, whatever we're calling it now. So I'll go first on this one. I have an opinion, a bold prediction for this one. Seth Rollins will beat Drew McIntyre clean. And I'm thinking Survivor Series 1995 when Bret Hart defeated Big Daddy Cool Diesel. And what happened after that match? Diesel snapped. He lost his cool, so to speak, and beat the hell out of Bret Hart. They're teasing the Drew McIntyre heel turn. And see, Matthew, he loses the match, and that's what sets him over the edge. Right now, he's been moving towards being a heel, but he loses this clean, and he just completely goes batshit crazy and beats the hell out of Seth Rollins. And then this is where my really bold prediction comes in.
Say it.
It's that bonus point that we have. Will Damian Priest cash in Money in the Bank? And I say yes. This will be the time he cashes it in. After Drew McIntyre goes full-blown heel and beats the living hell out of Seth Rollins, out comes Damian Priest and cashes in Money in the Bank to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. So that's my bold prediction. I'm taking a risk. I'm in the leader spot right now, but I feel like this is the time to do it. This is what makes sense. Drew McIntyre goes full-blown heel, and then Priest cashes in and becomes the new champion. And they could even continue Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre and have maybe Priest versus Cody for the title en route to WrestleMania. Like, there's a lot of things they can do with that. And, Cody beats Damian Priest. Remember, they've done this before, like WrestleMania 31, when Randy Orton beat Seth Rollins, and then Rollins came out at the end and cashed it in. So you could set up Cody as the number one contender for Damian Priest. They can have their rematch, and then you can continue Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. So there's a lot you can accomplish by booking it this way. Now, This Guy Experience sent in a $2 super chat. He says, Solo Sikoa, I did it for Umaga. I didn't do it for Umaga. I'm not sure what he was going with there.
Can we get through one bloodline story without somebody imitating The Rock, making fun of Rikishi? Just one.
It will never die. It's like the what chant. It will never die.
Well, no, the what chants finally died when the CM Punk chant started, but then they finally died out and the what chants are back. So,
All right, so Jeff, I'll throw it over to you now. Anything you would like to add or any different opinion on that?
If I had the skills to pull this off with my phone, I would literally rewind it and say what you said, but in my own voice. That's exactly what the hell I was going to say. Like, Seth Rollins gets the hell beat out of him through the match, gets that Bret Hart style inside schoolboy or small package or whatever, like Bret did to Diesel, gets the shit beat out of him after the match, and here comes Mr. Money in the or Senor El Banco en el Dinero, not the stupid or whatever the hell the translation is, because they keep saying it both ways. Anyway, Priest is the world champion going out of Saudi Arabia, and I like that. You're already programming the future. You know, Cody beats Priest earlier in the night, much like Owen did to Bret at WrestleMania. Bret wins the title. We've got a freaking program built for months after that. That is awesome. That's great booking. So yeah, rewind what Aaron said. Put my voice over it, and you got my prediction. Boom, there it is.
All right, TJS, you want to also rewind and put your voice over what I said?
Oh man, I don't know. This is what I'm talking about, man. This show is actually kind of unpredictable. I could definitely see what you said happening, and then I could see McIntyre not necessarily joining the Judgment Day, but instead saying, okay, Damian, when you win that title, you give me the first shot. They make a deal or something that way. I don't know. Damn. Okay.
Make a decision.
Should we go over to Noah first and come
yeah,
back
go
to
to
you?
Yeah, come
Flooding out of it.
I'm thinking. It's a
All right.
process.
Noah, he's thinking. Any thoughts?
He's thinking.
I think he has an error 404 and needs to reboot himself. But that being
Yes,
said, from one
indeed.
IT guy to another, you know what I mean. But I completely agree with you, Aaron and Jeff. I mean, literally, this is the last main premium live event that Damian Priest has a realistic chance to cash in this year, in my opinion. Survivor Series, we don't know what the hell that's going to be. So whether or not they do Damian Priest versus Cody, just cuz, or they do Judgment Day versus Bloodline, just cuz. Either way, Seth Rollins back, the whole story of that, it finally, I think, meets its end. And Drew McIntyre, he needs a change. Even in defeat, he could still change and he could be the talking point because he caused this event to happen. Seth Rollins established this back last time in Saudi Arabia, if y'all remember, back in May. And now the champions. It's already been a great beginning legacy or continued legacy since they're continuing off the big gold belt, wherever it's worth. Either way, Drew McIntyre is going to obliterate Seth Rollins. Seth retains, but I think I think literally Damian Priest finally catches in. You set up Damian versus Drew or Damian, Drew, and Cody. Either way, you know what you got, at least for the rest of this year. Either way, I got Seth retaining and Priest cashing in successfully. It's the Judgment Day for Seth freaking Rollins.
All right, so now we'll throw it over to Walter. And Walter, if you think there's a different way this is going to go, I'm curious as to your thoughts. Like, if Priest doesn't cash in here, and this goes to the chat room too. If Priest doesn't cash in here, when is the best opportunity for it to happen? What is the best scenario? Go ahead, Walter.
My thoughts were with you. That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, they were going to have a match. They're going to Seth and Drew are going to shake hands, and then boom, he's going to drop him. He's going to do the Claymore or something, beat the hell out of him. Priest cashes in, and then we'll see a whole different Drew. I think he goes full blown heel. He comes back with his old theme music. I think a complete different Drew McIntyre is about to pull out. And then yes, I think Priest ends up defending his title against McIntyre. What TJS, what you were saying, that he's going to ask that first title. I don't think he's going to join Judgment Day. They might tease it as if they think they want him. He was like, I'm not joining Judgment Day. I did this for me, and I want that damn title. So now it's your turn to give me the title. And that's all it is. They're going to tease maybe that he joins Judgment, but now he's going to beat the hell out of each of them. And then now Drew's going to have to run through Judgment Day gauntlet to get back to Priest. And maybe that's the main event. That's the Raw side of main event for Survivor Series.
And Cody Rhodes also plays in part of this too, because you have to have a babyface somehow involved in this title feud, whether it's two heels and one babyface. Still,
yeah,
inequality still has somebody the crowd actually favors for the championship.
It's true.
All right, guys. So we got one match left.
Wait. I didn't do mine. Remember?
Oh, that's right, because he kept waffling.
Yeah. Yeah. Real quick. I think Seth retains, and I think no cash in. I
Okay.
don't think it's gonna happen.
When do you think it'll happen then?
I think it's gonna happen on Raw sometime.
Unexpectedly.
Yeah, I don't think the PLE's. This show's gonna have enough buzz. I think that maybe Priest will. I agree about Drew turning heel, but then maybe McIntyre will stop Priest from cashing in, and he could say Rollins is mine or whatever.
Hasn't this happened already though? With
Yeah,
Balor
I was gonna say,
costing
yeah.
Priest's
Okay.
cash in?
Screw it. You know what? I'm going with the cash in. Damn it.
All right, there you
All right,
go.
good. We're
Yeah.
Peer
unanimous.
pressure. Peer
We're,
pressure.
we're
Yeah,
all
Now-
peer
unanimous.
pressure.
I'm happy
Because-
because now if this is wrong and it doesn't happen, like pretty much everyone's agreeing with me. So
Yeah.
it's like
I
it won't
mean,
make any difference in the predictions league.
I'm visualizing it. I can see McIntyre laying out Rollins, and then Priest tries to come out and cash in, and McIntyre just lets him pass, lets him go cash in.
That's what I would do.
Aaron, do you think Broken Dreams is coming back?
I could see it happening if he's full blown heel.
Now, you know what though? If he's full blown heel, he has no reason to bring it back because that's what the
Yeah.
fans want.
Exactly.
Yeah, good
That's
point.
true.
But his
Just-
music as it is, it's too cheerful, I think.
That's true. Just
Act
bring
like-
back, just bring back Rebel Heart. That's all I want.
I agree. But anyways, that's a different person.
Not this match, but that's okay.
Botch.
No. He did it on purpose. It wasn't a bot.
All
But
right.
wasn't he heel with Broken Dreams in the first place?
Yes.
Yes, he was.
So-
All right.
Yeah.
Main event time, everybody.
Yeah.
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 Roman Reigns defending against the most popular wrestler perhaps in WWE right now. Apparently, he's the top merchandise seller.
Birthday boy yesterday.
Everybody say it.
L.A. Knight.
Hey, everybody, all one of us.
LA Knight, he is on a roll right
Yeah.
now, going up against the tribal chief in Saudi Arabia. Now, apparently, this might be Roman Reigns' last match of the year. No Survivor Series. That's the big rumor right now, which seems crazy to me that he would not appear in Chicago for Survivor Series. But nonetheless, like, I think we all pretty much have the same opinion on this one, but I'm curious to see if anybody else goes in a different direction. People are saying, why not shock the world and have LA Knight win here and just shake things up and go with something maybe people aren't expecting. Noah, I'm going to start with you on this one. And any bold prediction on this? Or are you going with the safe bet?
Jeez. As I always say with Roman Reigns, it's not about the result, it's about the story. But so help me God, if we have another hooded person run in Samoan Spike, Roman cheap ass win, I'm freaking done with WWE. I will literally watch Raw and SmackDown weekly and review them. If LA Knight, gives me the upset of the century. But let's be honest here, guys. It's LA Knight's big moment, but they have too much stock invested in Roman Reigns, blah, blah, blah. Give him another freaking 120 days, not defending the title, glorify him as the top 3 all-time greats, blah, blah, blah. I really want to see LA Knight BFT the entire bloodline. I would love to acknowledge that, but you can't be bold here when it's freaking Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns and WWE go super easy in the same sense. The only logic that makes damn sense. Roman Reigns retains. The craziest thing that could happen, he doesn't pin LA Knight to try and protect him. He gets disqualified because he gets pissed off. But Roman Reigns leaves with the title.
All right, Walter, I'll throw it over to you. You got some talking in the background, but go ahead and give us your thoughts on this one. I mean, like, how do you come up with a finish here that people will be satisfied with? Because if LA Knight doesn't win, people are going to be upset. If it's the usual outside interference, people are going to be upset. So what would you do so people are satisfied? Like, what's the solution here?
Really, the solution would be to shock the world, but they're not going to do that.
No.
Because if LA Knight wins, now you're saying he's even better than Cody. He did something Cody couldn't do. He finished Cody's story before Cody did. So that's in the background. You can't let him do that, because then now you just reset at the Cody button at the same time. But Roman's got to win. And I mean, Roman is what? If you get to February with him as the champion, I think he beats Hulk Hogan's record or ties it or something.
It's longer than
I
that.
think
He
if-
has to go past WrestleMania.
he has to go past WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So and Hogan's the next ladder, the next rung on the ladder.
As far as the WWE Championship, yes.
Yeah. Well, then I don't want to see him reach Hulk Hogan. Then it's just too long. Yeah,
It was too long Mania this year, and here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was
Yeah,
long
like
enough for WrestleMania 39. Anyway,
That's
continue.
what I'm saying.
LA Knight can actually afford to lose this and not lose all his momentum because he can restart and you can start beating up the rest of the bloodline or something, and you can make this back up slowly. He can afford to lose if you don't. Well, I know everybody's like, "Oh, the interference, the cheap win," but that's the only way LA Knight stays strong. Like if he cleanly loses now, he loses momentum, and then he starts back at the bottom of the chain. Unless you plan on having him win the Rumble.
But then
so
it's
now you're damned if you do.
It's the you know the typical outside interference that we see every single Roman Reigns match.
It'll just be another run after another run. It will first be Jimmy.
Yeah.
Then it'll be Jay. Then it'll be Cody. Then it'll be Solo. It'll be all the run-ins. All the
And
run-ins.
of course, LA Knight will kick out of one spear.
Yeah.
He has to.
Then after all the
Exactly.
interference, he'll add another spear and he'll get the win.
And the
There's
ref
going to
will
be
get
at least
dropped.
5. There's going to be at least 5 false finishes and a ref bump.
You know, LA Knight
Yeah.
he'll hit the BLT or the whatever it's called. The
One,
BFT.
two.
He's going to eat a sandwich? What?
Make us a sandwich during the show.
You know what? Make a sandwich during Roman Reigns' entrance because that's gonna be the first 10 minutes. Anyway,
There you go. Plenty of time to get some food, take a piss, take a dump, whatever you
order
got to do.
DoorDash from your local Arby's because screw Pizza
Right?
Hut. That gets advertised enough.
Yeah, but Roman Reigns is definitely walking out with the title.
Yeah. And TJS, we'll go with you now with your thoughts.
Well, I mean, you really need a bingo card for these Roman matches, like, the ref bump, the
Kick
low
out
blow.
at 2 and 9,
Yeah.
999,
9-10,
2.999 from Roman.
Ref is
The low blow kick out.
ref is pulled out after the 2 count. Like, man, I don't know.
He's
Like
Sam
you
over
guys-
the timekeeper area.
Oh, jeez, yeah, spear through that barricade.
Roman Reigns through the announce table.
Yeah, I mean, Roman's winning, or he's going to pick up the win over a very game LA Knight. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting tired of this, and like Jeff said, it was too long at WrestleMania of this year, and the whole record doesn't make much sense to me since he's. This is supposed to be the WWE Championship record that he's breaking, but he didn't win that until WrestleMania. What, last year? Not last year, but the year before. So
Last year.
So he's not been WWE champion for 1,000 days. He's been Universal. It's bugging me. But yeah, Roman wins, and then I guess see you at the Rumble.
Pretty much. All right, Jeff Meacham, let's get your thoughts.
So, I was talking with our stat boy on the Constantine Studio, stat boy Mike earlier. Roman is now in the top 5 as far as heavyweight championship runs in WWE history. If you count the Universal, the World Heavy, all the world titles contained in WWE canon, if you will. He's number 6 in the WWE Championship exclusively. 10th all time in wrestling. The prediction that Noah has set up and you've co-signed on is who walks out of the event as the champion, correct?
Yes.
LA Knight walks out of Saudi Arabia as the WWE Universal Champion. Wait, don't get all apeshit on me yet. Hang on. Some sort of Dusty style finish will occur. So when we get to Raw or SmackDown, they take it away from him. That's how you keep him strong.
That would be I'm not sure if that would be a good idea because I think that would create bad faith with WWE.
No,
fans.
hang on. Who is the most legalese using advocate, manager, spokesman, whatever, in the history of WWE?
Heyman.
Paul Heyman. If something like that goes, what learning tree booking wise did Paul Heyman learn under the most? Dusty Rhodes. Paul Heyman can walk in, can spend this whole week going, finding something, some way to get the title switch nullified, negated, whatever,
Could be something
avoided.
like that with Chris Jericho and Triple H from 2000.
I don't think it'll happen that fast, though. And either way, LA Knight will be announced as the winner, and the champion, and we'll have some sort of Dusty Schmoz finish where it's like, just kidding.
The Dusty finish was bad for business. If you look at,
I understand that
numbers,
but it's because it was overdone. The Dusty finish the first couple times, it was like, okay. But once it started getting recognized and people picked up on it is when it started going south. Not WW South, just the booking going south. You do it here, even if it's the same night like you did with Jericho and Triple H back in 2000. Telling you, that will, I'm so sick of all you can put a bingo card. That ain't on nobody's bingo card.
Well, I don't even know.
Yours.
Noah, I don't think we've ever had this in predictions before where somebody says, I'm picking this guy to win the title, but then they're going to give the title back to the guy. So does that mean that they reverse the finish? If they reverse the finish, then technically your prediction is wrong because this is
the prediction is who walks out of the event as the champion. It stays like that. That's how I would score it on the card.
Yeah, it's not necessarily who wins the match.
But who's to say, again, though, Paul came in, and how many refs get involved here? They pull a monitor out from underneath the ring, and they restart the match the same night. And Roman, again, just gets it back under one spirit, still wants to wave it. What?
I think that's just too much to happen in one night. That's just too much. That's overbooking.
We've had a guy be champion for 1,100 and something days. We've had every finish in the history of the goddamn universe, and this is too much?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of overbooking already, Walter, with this reign.
It's this match is going to get overbooked into oblivion, and it doesn't even have a gimmick connected to it.
What's the chat room saying? I'm curious what they're saying here. Hang on, let me see here. Curious what they're doing here.
That's a bold one, Jeff.
To say the least.
Hey,
I'll let you go with it because
you're at the top of the leaderboard and got nothing to lose. I got nothing to gain or lose where I'm sitting. I don't give a shit.
I don't think it's going to happen. I'll let you go with it if they have LA Knight announced as the winner and they give it back to Roman on a technicality. I'll let you go with that. All right.
I can personally care less where I am on the leaderboard. I just want to see something that we haven't seen in a while or at all. A Dusty finish that we haven't seen in a hot minute.
I
get it.
The optimism, and you figure that WWE could be original in a Roman Reigns finish, but that is, in words of Aaron Britt,
put JJ's comment up. Sorry, Noah. Put his comment up. Please.
It's not necessarily who leaves with the title. The prediction is who wins the title or who retains the title.
Exactly.
Okay. Well,
Aaron,
I'm saying regardless of what happens.
So you're saying if LA Knight leaves with the title, but then they reverse the finish, that means technically Roman Reigns retained the title.
Okay, that's fair.
Reverse the finish.
I will take the L if they do it night up. That's fine. That's fine.
So what's your prediction? Roman Reigns retains or LA Knight wins the title?
My prediction at the end of whatever story they concoct, Roman Reigns is still the champion. Yes.
Okay, so you're picking Roman Reigns retains.
So you said all that to get Roman? I thought you meant when the camera stopped rolling, LA Knight has the title on his shoulder.
That's what I thought you were saying that.
But his official prediction is Roman Reigns retains the world title.
It retains the Universal title. The world title's on the other show.
Well, the Universal World WWE Raw SmackDown Championship.
So the GPS tells you to go straight, and you took 4 lefts to get to the same spot.
Exactly.
This GPS
I'm a NASCAR fan. Why the hell not?
This GPS is more obscure than the Korean one from Vacation. What the fuck, Chad?
Okay. Here you go. DiBiase was announced as the champion. He had his hand raised by the evil Hebner twin, defended the title, and then it was still taken from him. Damn it! If they did that, they could do this. I don't give a shit.
I hope they don't go with something crazy and it's just something simple. You know
what? They should totally do it. They should have LA Knight win on Saturday, have him defend the title at some house show on Monday or whatever, just to screw with everybody, and then pull this bullshit like they did with Hebner in '88. They totally should do it. My God, that'd be brilliant.
The cricket referee.
You want something they don't do? Just have Roman win clean. Boom.
I was gonna say that. Or how about this? Somebody brought this up in the chat room. How about just doing the WrestleMania 13 finish where LA Knight gets put in the submission and he fights and he just passes out and Roman wins. No shenanigans, no ref bumps, no bloodline. Something happens to LA Knight. He's hurt, but he keeps fighting and he just passes out.
When was the last time that Roman Reigns won with the guillotine via referee stoppage?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
LA
that's
Knight
true.
doesn't tap out. He keeps fighting.
Okay.
Eventually,
As someone who does MMA and was in MMA, yeah, the guillotine will make you pass out. That's a real. You don't let that go, you're gonna pass out. So
All right. The question that is presented to us in the predictions league is who walks out of the pay-per-view pre-live event
well,
as
that's
the champion?
Noah. The way I
Okay,
established it was
okay.
who retains.
I was gonna make the point to Noah. Don't get ahead of me in the punchline. Put up this guy experiences comment. Jeff couldn't be more clear. Who is literally walking out of the event as the champion? I'm saying my prediction, whatever they do with him on SmackDown or in between to take the title away from him, LA Knight walks out of this show with the WWE Universal Championship.
Okay, well, he could just lose the match and steal the title, and
Steal
that
the
would
title.
be the same thing.
Okay, well, the question is asked who it's either a win or a retain. I'm saying at the end of this show, we will have led to believe that LA Knight wins the title.
But ultimately, you think Roman will retain.
Why are you double talking me out of my prediction?
let him say LA Knight.
I'm saying LA Knight. You know what? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if I win, I shoot up the leaderboard because nobody fucking believes. Oh, there it is. Nobody believes it.
Okay, so what should Noah Foster type in that box for the prediction?
LA Knight.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
He's typing in LA Knight.
Okay. I'm typing it in right now. That was beyond brilliant, and that was beyond confusing. Oh my God, in heaven!
Remind me to never go on an adventure with Jeff that involves a map or the GPS or any road trip.
Hey, Aaron, no. Aaron can attest to this. Unless I am drunk off my ass, I am the best navigator in the history of the business. To be fair. Yes, I agree with this too. Now, I will say, I am looking forward to opening Mike Night Saturday night after this show, and I'm damn sure looking forward to the review after this show because if I'm right, this whole channel is going to go nuclear.
I'm going to need a bottle of Willem Russo if Jeff's premonition comes true because this is way out of beyond.
You know what? I'm going to pop Virtue. Russo after this week, the last couple weeks of getting on Hunter's case and Tony Khan's case and Meltzer's case, Russo's my new freaking hero. I swear to God.
Okay, we need to cut this thing off while you're not getting super chats, Aaron, before we go.
I forgot to mention Son Goshuaku's $5 super chat. So, Son, I did not forget about you. He said, will y'all be disappointed or pleasantly surprised if WWE books LA Knight to win the title, thus ending Roman Reigns' 1,100 plus day reign? I would not be disappointed. I would love to see it personally.
I would
it's not
too.
going to happen.
No.
I don't think there's really a snowball's chance in hell.
Believe in a guardian angel looking over LA Knight. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, he's going to need a couple prayers to win that title.
Yeah,
I don't see Roman losing it till WrestleMania, and it's going to be Cody Rhodes finishing the story.
It has to be.
That would be a huge shocker, but I would not object to it. If LA Knight won the title, it would screw up their plans, though, like Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
What plans would that be? The plans that we know about for sure because they've been set by WWE people?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Sean Garner sent in a $2 super chat. He said, is Cody going to be the one to beat Roman Reigns? I think so. That's my prediction. It's going to be Cody finishing the story at WrestleMania. If LA Knight wins, then that completely screws up Cody finishing the story.
Cody's story got screwed up because he didn't win it at WrestleMania and he didn't win it in the Garden. Those are the two components of the story.
Yeah. But
just because he hasn't won it yet doesn't mean he won't win it.
Yeah, it's just it's predictable, and they're dragging it out. But
this is the point. We have no idea. Don't we all miss that as fans, having no friggin' clue what we're going to get into and just turn on the TV and go, wow, for 2 hours?
Well, I don't think LA Knight's winning the title, so I would be very surprised if that happens.
All right. If I had hair money to bet, I would bet it just for the shits and giggles of it.
I would love for WWE to actually give me that feeling again. Maybe I would watch Raw and actually pirate SmackDown somehow because I don't have Fox. But again, I appreciate Jeff's optimism.
All right, TJS.
I just wanted to comment on the little dusty fetish thing that Jeff mentioned. I think the furthest that they would go with that is to just have Roman have his foot on the rope and the ref counts to 3, and then LA Knight celebrates, and then they say, "Oh wait, wait, and then they restart the match. I think that's the furthest they would go.
Yeah, and they very well could do that.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Oh, no. Foot on the rope.
Yeah, they're probably, it's probably going to be all the interference and the usual mess that it typically is. Everything that we said earlier, what you would expect in this, that's what I think would be the most likely scenario here.
Here's the bet we'll make. Here we go. I'll make the bet. And somebody come up for something stupid for me to do as a counter. If I'm right, I will personally design a variant on the Roman Reigns shirt that says "Acknowledge Me" with my logo on it, and you gotta buy it.
Fine, I'll do that.
Okay. What's the counter if they don't do it for me?
Yeah, nothing. I'll just do it if it happens. I'll acknowledge Jeff.
With the t-shirt buy. Okay. All right.
Yes, I will do that, and I will wear it.
Even if it doesn't happen, you have to do that, Aaron.
Well, no, that's stupid. Everybody should buy the shirt if I design it, because it's going to cost me to design it. But it's okay.
All right. Sean Garner sent in a $2 super chat. Says, "Who beats Rhea Ripley and Io Sky for their titles?" Well, I already said Bianca Belair beats Io, and Becky Lynch will beat Rhea Ripley probably at WrestleMania. If I had to,
if they're never gonna give Shayna Baszler the title, which is already long overdue, considering the history those two had in the Black Gold NXT. Yeah, Becky Lynch is literally your next best pick.
Yeah. I think I'm still sticking with my Nia prediction just to drive everybody crazy, but I think the ultimate end game is Becky over Rhea.
You drove us crazy more with that LA Knight.
You're right, I did.
I think the end game is to somehow get Jade in there.
Oh, gotta get her in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, not this soon though. I don't think they're gonna put her in a.
Her and Bianca Mania wouldn't be the worst thing. I'll tell you that right now.
Ooh, her against a heel Bianca. Woo.
Right.
Yeah, who really is the bitch in that scenario?
This guy Experience sent in a $2 super chat. He says, "Not to jinx, but injury is the only L Roman Reigns could take."
Well, let's see. The chosen one of the Authority went overseas to defend the title, ended up with a blown out knee and had to forfeit. Just saying. And that's how Roman became champion the first time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, things could happen and they could call an audible, but yeah, that might be LA Knight's only shot at winning the title, is if Roman legitimately got hurt and they. I never
want to see anybody get hurt, but you know what? Stranger things, like you said, have happened.
The problem is,
how do you get LA anywhere near the title ever again if you don't win here? That's
my point. That's my point. They have to do a finish where Roman ultimately ends up with the title back, but you believe it, man. You believe that LA Knight is that guy.
Yeah.
Well, do the WrestleMania 13 finish.
Again, originality.
Then he'd be completely ripping off Stone Cold and The Rock, both if you do it that way. God.
What?
Exactly. There you go.
Just saying.
Double.
No, not double turn, because Roman's not going to
No, not that.
That would be horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
That's a stupid idea from Bad Creative.
Emmanuel sent in a $2 super chat and says, "What Jeff's saying, LA Knight pins Reigns with the foot under the rope."
Well, that's what was said as the counter to like having it be done right away. I'm sticking with the show ending with him and the title in his hand. That's just what I'm saying.
Didn't Angle do that? Didn't Angle pin Stone Cold with his foot under the rope? So you're still copying Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Angle, that no good crooked referee Earl Hebner screwed Stone Cold out of the title because Austin reached under the ropes first, then tapped out, and they recorded his tap out because Kurt Angle's in Pittsburgh. Let's give everybody a hometown win, woohoo! And then October 8th, Regal laid the bill upside that Angle head and got the title back to Austin. So there you go.
Oh Lord!
I don't forget the invasion. I don't care what anybody else tries to make me do. I don't forget. They should have won. They should have won.
Mr. Anderson sent in a $5 super chat, and he says, "I think everyone is forgetting about AJ Styles versus Roman Reigns. LA Knight is not winning."
AJ Styles was taking up an injury that put LA Knight kind of in this spot in the first place, pushed to the stratosphere through John Cena. So, and AJ Styles even said himself, he's getting towards the tail end of his career. So, I don't know if they're going to actually run that one back.
Yeah, I mean that possibly Royal Rumble as another filler opponent for Roman until WrestleMania, and that's really what I think LA Knight is. It's just a filler opponent. They're capitalizing on his momentum, but yeah, I don't know if he's ever going to be a world champion or not. If he does win a world title, it's more likely he wins the Raw world title. Like I could see him beating, Logan Paul for the U.S. title and then having a U.S. title run and then maybe a year or two down the line. Who knows? Walter?
LA Knight could win the Rumble, choose to go after the Raw title. Then Cody wins the Chamber and gets the Roman at WrestleMania, and that's how he finishes the story.
Oh, there you go. There's
you make the Chamber to do the other main event.
You can still do all the things everybody's been saying the last 15 minutes and still go with what I said. I'm just saying.
Well, there you go. That is true.
That's fair.
All right.
But you know but Aaron, you got to find out what's going to happen if this happens. You tune into our coverage on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock Pacific, noon Eastern, with this guy on the call. That's how you find out. There you go.
Oh, Lord.
There you go.
We're going to plugs.
We're going to plugs now.
Great segue.
And Jeff Meacham's got his plug right there.
I'm done with it, baby. I'm good to go.
Tell us what else you got going on.
Well, tonight, actually, in about 45 minutes, this gentleman, along with our new buddy Dattilo, will be on our retro call. We're counting down to the return of TNA Wrestling with Hard to Kill in Vegas. So we're tried to pick 10 distinctly different matches throughout the history of the company under the TNA banner. So on my channel exclusively, it'll be Noah and Dattilo calling Christian Cage versus Not Yet Frankie Kaz from Genesis 2007 in a ladder match. And that's at 7 o'clock Pacific, right after the East Coast airing of Impact Wrestling. So check it out.
All right. Thank you for that, Jeff. And now we will throw it over to the one and only TJS.
Bing, bing, bing. Oh, sorry, wrong one.
Well, it was fun being on, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for having me. Looking forward to the show this weekend. Although I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch live. My dog does have a grooming appointment, so we'll just have to see. But thanks for having me again. You can follow me. My handle is right there underneath. That's my Twix handle. So yeah, thanks again, guys. Looking forward to the show. Should be very fun. After this, I'm gonna watch some more South Park. Hopefully, eventually I'll get caught up. Aaron, have you seen the new special yet?
Not yet.
You haven't listened to the Blink album. You haven't watched the South Park.
Been a busy week. Had a wedding anniversary, Caitlin's birthday. We had Halloween.
Halloween, which is big for them. Yeah.
And now you've got the show tomorrow and Saturday. So
yeah, it's been pretty busy, but I will get to all that stuff in due time. And I'm just starting Super Mario Wonder. I know Virtue was already done with it.
As you do.
He's already 100% completed with it. I'm just on the first world here, but I'm enjoying it so far. Enjoyed the Beatles song, so thank you, TJS. Much appreciation. And now we throw it over to the reliable one, Walter Cruz.
Well, after the route that Jeff made us all take, you might need my product. So you can with the Cal Fire Farms. But man, I can't go on a road trip with Jeff, man. And if the universe could stop throwing wrenches in my UFC plans with, John Jones getting hurt and all this stuff that keeps happening with changing of main events, I can actually do watch along for UFC. But the Rage of Wrestling YouTube is there. And then on Twix, as everybody's calling it, Walter Alex Cruz. And thanks, Aaron, as always, and guys, for having me up here.
Now, see, right. Walter, the key is we can do a road trip, just don't end up at your farm, because then we'll never make it back with my directions in. Ever. Be lost for all time.
Hey, TJS, have you gone to Integrity Farms yet?
Yeah, I'm actually really liking the season 21 story. Season 20 wasn't that good, but I'm really enjoying it. It's been good. I like it. And Integrity Farms, that's all I can think of now when I see Walter's plugs.
I know, right? I was thinking of that. All right, so Noah Foster, we'll wrap it up with you with your plugs.
Well, good luck, everybody. And again, the forum is live on the Twitter, and it will be on my YouTube community feed. So if you want to join any of the leagues, you know what to do. Follow me at nfoster1916 on YouTube and the Twitter. People call it Twix, but I actually am a Snickers, Kit Kat, Reese, Werther's original guy. So I don't lie. Call it what you will. Either way, you know what I'm always about. Why? For I am but a simple man.
You're making a noise.
Fan of professional wrestling, damn it! But I digress. I only wish to encourage you. There are no winners, no losers, no betters. Just fans will appear this passion we all share. So protect your mentality, support and treasure your loved ones too, and just enjoy life and enjoy professional wrestling. And good luck to everybody in and out of NoDQ. It's as simple as that.
Thank you for that, Noah. And Richard Morales sent in $2. He says, if LA Knight wins, he will super chat $30 for Noah to sing
What
to
the
Jeff.
hell?
Well, Richard, please super chat that during Saturday's open mic night because that's when the karaoke. Aaron does like the diverting of karaoke outside of the NoDQ thing. So please come to open mic night Saturday night, and we'll have the open door. Noah needs to get his voice ready for Disney karaoke in 2 weeks anyway, so we can warm up with a song for me after calling the LA Knight Championship win Saturday morning. He can sing to me, and he can even sing Roman Reigns' LA Knight song to me on Saturday night. There you go.
Yeah, so once again, check that out on the Jeff Meacham Network, and I will be on here after the show to give my thoughts right here on the NoDQ channel.
Yes, sir.
Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend. Enjoy Crown Jewel, and pick up a shirt, NoDQ.com/merch. We're celebrating 25 years since the launch of what became NoDQ.com. NoDQ.com/merch for all your merchandise needs related to NoDQ.
I bought it. Get merchy, kids.
I appreciate it. And just say yeah to NoDQ.com.
Yeah.
We will see you all next time.
Have a good night, folks. Yeah.
Gonna be the new champion. Yeah.
I can only pray for that.
Say your prayers. Yeah.
And the vitamins.
Yeah.
Hit the damn button before someone super chat.
Believe in yourself. Yeah.
Oh, I believe in Andrew.
Work my back, brother. Yeah. Ah.
Yeah. We're still going. Yeah.
Hair both quads when you get into the ring.
Aaron, seriously, bro, come on, hit the damn button.
Yeah.
Here comes the train around the bend. Hear it in the background.
He's gonna go all the way until the clock hits a minute 25. Just cause.
What?
Roman can start making his way. Roman can start making his way to the ring now and still won't be done by Saturday.
Oh God! Don't acknowledge that fact. Roman's got longer entrance than the freaking slowest man across the CrossFit amount of girls.
We need to see Big G's Max Caster scissored video.
No.
Roman's entrance rivals the Iron Sheik at WrestleMania 17.
Roman Reigns, big jabroni, happy.
Yeah. We'll humble him in Saudi Arabia.
Country redacted.
Yeah.